Hey guys, what the frick is up here? It's Kinley, and today we'll be reviewing the Morphe 39S. Such a gem palette. Let's get into it. Alrighty guys, so the first thing we're going to do is get into some swatches. Sorry for my lisp, I do have Invisalign in, and I'm not allowed to take it out, so 6 more months and then we'll be good.
Alrighty, from left to right, we have Make and Bank, Posh Boss, Bougie, Dazzlem, Perfection, Super Swanky, Flaunt It, and Plums Up. Alrighty, moving on to the second row, we have Marvelous, Pink Prize, Amethyst Awe, Treasure Trove, Ritzy Rose, Decadent AF, Very Good, and That's Tempting. And for the third row, we have Take the Crown, Oh Yes, Total Goals, Catch the Light, Bling Thing, Here for It, and Strike a Pose. For the fourth row, we have Lavender, Purple Majesty, It's Violet, Make It Rain, You Fancy, Fame Game, Extra Oomph, and Wine Not. Alrighty, and for the final row, we have Perry Twinkle, Loaded Lilac, Great Minds, Shiny Object, Pure Luxe, Show Off, Garnet Glam, and Rocks On.
Alrighty, now that we're done with swatches, I want to get into it and let's start playing with the colors. So, bouncing back and forth, I think I want to do a purple eye and a pink eye just so we can try out all the colors. Okay, first problem. There's not really transition shades, and like the lighter shades are shimmers, and I don't like to put those as my transition shade, which I don't think anybody really does. So I guess I'm gonna have the same transition shade on both eyes, but we're gonna start off with the purple eye. All right, and I already have I have concealer on my lid, and I set that with setting powder. So that's what I have so far, which usually is a great base for my eyeshadows. So right now I'm in with Pink Prize, and I'm just using that as a transition shade, you know, just so things look okay. Yeah, I like that. All right, so now I'm going to go in with some Purple Majesty. Oh my gosh, I'm such an idiot. The brush I used for the Pink Prize was the Morphe E27, and now I'm going in with the Morphe M433 brush into Purple Majesty. Okay, so now I am going to go in with another blank Morphe M433 brush, and I'm just going to go into Make It Rain, which looked, actually no, I take that back. I'm going to go with Great Minds because that Purple Rain looked bluish when I swatched it. Okay, so now I'm just going to go ahead and deepen everything up. So I'm going to go back into that Morphe E27 brush, and I'm going to pick up that Pink Prize again and just blend out the edges a little more. All right. So I'm going back with the M433, going back into Great Minds. Back with that same E27. E27, 27 is my favorite number. I don't know why I said 27. And I want to deepen it more, so I think I'm going for Make It Rain. Has to be done. But like I said, this is for science. I actually never said that, but I'm saying it now. It's for science that we're doing this. Okay. Make It Rain. Oh, and this is just the same M433 brush I've been using. That is my dog getting on the bed. Oh, she looks so cute right now. All right, back into Pink Prize with the E27 brush. And I'm blending this shit out. So far, so good. Everything's blending out fine, just as I kind of expected. It's Morphe palette. Morphe's great. Will say, though, I don't love, if you can see, it's a little bit creasing right there. It could be on my part, though, because I didn't use a proper eye primer, but I'm sure I can fix it. I'm just adding more of that Make It Rain shade, and I think I decided I am gonna cut that crease out. I think I'm just gonna do a half cut crease though. Alrighty, so I just grabbed my concealer. It's the Magic Star Concealer in C2. Yeah, I know, I'm freaking white, guys, I get it. Alrighty, now that that is cut, I am going to go into one of those weird formula ones, but I cannot decide. Actually, I think I'm gonna go for Lavender and then top it with Here For It, just so we can see both. And I feel like Here For It is more of a topper. Okay, now I'm going to go into Lavender with the Morphe M456 brush. And I am going to dip into that shade. Actually, it's not being picked up. I might have to just get it with my finger. Nothing is being picked up. What the hell? Okay. Guess I'm going in with my finger. Okay, literally, what the hell? It's like barely even showing up on my finger, let alone my eye. Okay, I'm trying with the M124 brush. This is a clean one. This isn't the one I used my concealer on. Okay. My issue with ones that are like strictly nothing's happening right now, and I'm getting a little shook to say the least. Okay, I'm trying to make it work, guys. Help. New plan. I'm going in with Loaded Lilac. Yeah, this one's gonna be so much better. I can feel it. Okay, so Lavender, dud. Don't go for it. Or maybe it's just like my palette specifically is not working for me. Okay. Now I'm gonna use my finger to get into Here For It, which was one of the weird formula ones, and that I'm gonna top it with this one. Okay. I see you. Okay. Now I'm just going to, so there is some fallout. I'm just gonna wipe that away with a Morphe E41 brush. Okay. Nice. And now I'm just gonna go back into those. I'm back in with the M433 brush with the leftover product. And I'm just gonna blend in that half cut crease. Yeah, I'm glad we went for that half cut crease, because the part that wasn't blending, nothing's blending. I don't know what that is. The part that was not blending is like right where I cut it. Okay. Now, let's get onto the pink side. Just so you guys know, this is my good eye, so say good luck to that pink side. Alrighty, now I am going to go in with my another M433 brush, one of my favorite brushes. I have a bunch of them. And I am going to dip into Berry Good. Because I remember when I swatched that, I was like, damn knives. Alright. So I'm pretty much just going to try my best to just do the exact same look I did with the purple, but with pink. Just so there's some symmetry, so my OCD doesn't go too crazy. Okay, blending out again. Oh wow, this is a look. Okay. Now I'm going in with the same M433 brush I had, and I'm going into Wine Not. And deepening. E27, blending it out. Okay. So for the pink eye, I want to deepen it up more. And I'm going to go in with a clean M433 brush, and I'm going to dip it into Plums Up, which sounds purpley, but it's got red undertones. Okay, yeah. Blending it with the E27. Okay. Yeah, I want to deepen it even more though. Just because, do you see what I'm saying about how it's like, you can tell it's a lot deeper over here? Going for it. But once we cut out the crease, I mean, it'll seem like it's a lot deeper than it actually is. Okay, I'm gonna color good and start cutting that crease out with my Jeffree Star concealer in C2. I also just like using a white concealer when I cut my crease out, just because, you know, it just makes that shade we put on top just so much more noticeable. Alrighty, so I cut out my crease and I kind of winged it out a little bit. And so I just did it on the other side too, just for symmetry. Okay. So now I'm going to go into the shimmer shades, which I'm so excited for. And Marvelous I've really been eyeballing, and I think I want to top it with Oh Yes. Alrighty, so I'm just going to go in with a clean M124 brush and try to pick that up. Hopefully it works better than Lavender. So let's get into it. Alright, so I'm going to do the initial placement, not as magical as if I were to use my finger. So I'm going to go ahead and go in with my finger. I don't usually like to wet my brushes like a lot of people do, just because if I were to, and I like wet my brush, then go into the shadow, there's a potential of me ruining the formula, and it's just not that worth it to me. If I would wet the brush, it'd be after I had already dipped into it, but I've ruined a lot of eyeshadows from dipping in by spraying my brushes, and I just don't think it's worth it anymore. And I think like a shadow should perform the way it's supposed to perform. I don't think I should have to add extra to it. You know what I'm saying? So as you can see, I'm just struggling to hug it up to that line, because the best pigment I could get was with my finger, and I don't want to ruin the cut by just going balls deep with my frickin' finger. So it's just gonna take more time, but we're getting there. So right now, this is what we're looking at with just the shade, and now I'm gonna top it off with Oh Yes, which is this really shimmery, iridescent, pinky color. I'm just gonna place it on top. And I do like these. They're just such a weird consistency. And it's weird like how they feel cold. So dipping into Oh Yes with my M124 brush that I used for Marvelous. So I'm going in, and that way I can get tighter to that line. But honestly, and shockingly, I kind of like the purple side better. But it's like, I just feel like, okay. Now I'm just going to blend everything out. I'm going back in with Very Good, and just going to blend the sides over here. Then I'm gonna go in with Purple Majesty and do the same to this side. And to finish it all off, I'm going to blend both of them out with my E27 and Pink Prize. So I'm just going over that brow bone on both sides. Blending out the pink side. I'm gonna line my eyes, pop some lashes on, and then we'll talk about it when I'm done. Alrighty guys, now that my lashes and lipstick are on, I want to go back into the palette and use some of the shades as a highlighter. Yeah, I think I don't really have, that's all I want to do. Just want to highlight with it. So I do want to go in, let's go, oh yes. Just gonna, oh, and I'm just messing these buns because I'm shaking. They're not even buns anymore. Okay. We're gonna go, oh yes, on the tip of the nose, and down the bridge, chin, peaks of the forehead. Alrighty guys, now that we've gotten a chance to play with it, swatch everything, see what's going on, here for my final thoughts. So the palette itself is absolutely beautiful. We cannot deny that. It's definitely a collector piece. It's huge. I think all the Morphe palettes that are this size with the shades in the center are collectors. I will say it's not a very good everyday palette, but I do think it's worth the purchase. But I also love pinky shades, and purple's my favorite color. The shades I won't be using are probably the silvers, but I really want to play with this one and basically the copper tones, but I figured every palette has copper tones and I wouldn't play with those today because who wants to see that? Yeah, other than that, I think it's a great palette. I love the launch and I think it's beautiful, you know, that's why I bought it in the first place. I definitely would recommend to buy it if you're a makeup enthusiast, but if as a first-time palette, I'd say go for one of the other palettes that are this, like the James Charles, that has more colors, but it has a lot more transition and neutrals, and the Dare to Create are more, basically a more muted version of the James Charles palette. Other than that, thank you guys so much for watching. Please like and subscribe this video, and I hope to see you next time. Bye.